Welcome, guys, again. We're reading about the temptation of Jesus Christ. So please stay. It's very important that you know about God. It's the most important thing in your life, actually. So let's read the passage. Then Jesus was led into the desert by the Spirit to be tempted by the devil. And after fasting 40 days and 40 nights, he was hungry. And the tempter came and said to him, If thou art the Son of God, command that these stones become loaves of bread. But he answered and said, It is written, Not by bread alone does man live, but by every word that comes forth from the mouth of God. Then the devil took him to the holy city and set him on the pinnacle of the temple and said to him, If thou art the Son of God, throw thyself down, for it is written, He will give his angels charge concerning thee, and upon their hands they shall bear thee up, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. Jesus said to him, It is written further, Thou shalt not tempt the Lord thy God. Again, the devil took him to a very high mountain and showed him all the kingdoms of the world and the glory of them. He said to him, All these things will I give thee, if thou wilt fall down and worship me. Then Jesus said to him, Begone, Satan, for it is written, The Lord thy God shall now thou worship him, and only shall thou serve. It's hard to read the original. It's not watered down by anything. So bear with me. The Lord thy God shalt thou worship him, and only shalt thou serve. Then the devil left him, and behold, angels came and ministered to him. Think about that. Just for 1 second, really think about that. The greatest leader to ever exist, Jesus Christ. He even had the devil clawing at his back always constantly, just like you do. Just like you do. We all do. We all have the devil. Here's the thing, though. Head straight. We follow God. We follow Jesus, right? We follow him through anything, right? And guess who's coat, grabbing your coat jacket as it scrapes on the ground? The devil. Who's grabbing on your shoelaces as you walk towards God and Jesus? The devil. The devil is constantly in pursuit of you. When he already has you, right? He untied your shoelace. You can't follow God anymore. You gotta get down and tie your shoe, because you think it's so important. But what really, what what is as the most important thing is to keep following God and Jesus, right? The devil will untie your shoelace. He'll try to distract you, right? But if you keep following God, you'll walk right out of your shoe and not even pay attention to your shoelaces being untied. You'll walk right out of your shoes, right? And then the devil's pulling on your shirt. He'll yank your shirt off, right? The devil's going to strip you bare. He's going to strip you of everything you have. But the one thing he can't strip you of is the relationship you've created with God. So that's why you have to continuously be in constant pursuit of Jesus. Constant pursuit. Constant. Because once you let your guard down, guess who's going to be right there to keep you down? The devil. Satan. And I think a lot of people think it's just fairy tale nonsense. It just sounds like a made up story, doesn't it? God doesn't exist. Satan, what? Makes no sense. I've never seen Satan. Well, then I ask you one very important question. Why does everyone who finally drops down to their knees and prays to God and starts trying to change their life for the better usually they end up finding him? Why is that? Why is that? You know, everyone who tries Jesus, tries calling up God and talking to him, usually ends up finding him. I mean, they lose him pretty quick, right? Because now the devil's in constant pursuit of you. Why is my life getting so hard? Why does my life suck? Jesus, where are you? God, where are you? It's because the devil's in pursuit of you now. The devil wants you. Because now you're not just sitting back with him. You know? When someone leaves your life, you try everything to get them back, don't you? Well, that's what the devil's doing to you. That's what Satan is doing to you. Constantly. Oh no. Oh no, he's starting to pray again. Oh no, he's finding God. He's building a relationship with God. He's changing his life for the better. Not this time. Boom. Hit a slick patch of ice. You crash into a tree. Your dog dies. We've all experienced it. I'm not the best example giver here. Wait, I just started my relationship with God, and now this person in my life has been diagnosed with cancer? What kind of God is this? I'm done with him. Right? But then you go back to being broke and empty. Because, you think it's better to be broke and empty than have the riches of God in your life. Because it is being truly rich because your heart is fulfilled, right? No. What I really want to brush upon is that no matter how hard it is, just know God's right there doing good in your life. God tends to make examples out of everything. He truly does. Examples of everything. And just because something happens in someone else's life, that doesn't mean God is punishing you. You can't look at it like that. You need to keep your head straight and the devil in the rear view mirror, right? You know he's there. Sometimes you'll look back and be like, oh, that was a fun life. But it's not fulfilling. Right? You buy a car to drive it straight. Well, sometimes you have to reverse, but that's just a part of life. But that doesn't mean you're reversing to go back to the devil. You drive a car to, move forward 99% of the time. Sometimes you got to reverse into a parking spot. But that doesn't mean you're going back to the devil. Because God will always be in your life. So whatever happens in your life, always keep God straight ahead and keep pursuing him. God bless you guys. My camera's about to die. I love you. And good luck on your journey to God. And keep working out. Because I know I won't stop. Because that's why I was put on this earth. But maybe I was also put on this earth to help you. If I can. So, God bless you. Sincerely, from the bottom of my heart. And I hope you find your relationship with God. Love you guys. Thank you for watching.